I just wanted to mention one thing. I went to Seattle this weekend, and I had a weird experience. Don't woo if you're not from there. No, I went to Seattle, and I had an interesting experience. I had to go for this, my wife's family, and I had to go kind of last minute. So I just said I got to book whatever flight I can get right after we tape Friday's show, and that was on JetBlue. Has anyone flown JetBlue before? All right, JetBlue. My ticket, I couldn't believe my ticket cost like $9. And you can pay, and I just had a cup of pennies, and I just threw it on the counter, and they didn't even count on. They were like, get on the plane, whatever. So I go to the airport, throw my pennies there, and they're like, fine, go in. And I go in, there was one seat left. I get in, and I get on JetBlue. It was fine. It's kind of a no-frills airline. There's no meal or anything. They give you like a half-eaten apple. Like, who bit into this apple? They're like, hey, you want it or not? All right, you know, and some rusty water, whatever, it's fine. I shouldn't say those things. The water, that was, after we boiled it, it was fine. No, you get on the plane, it's fine. It's no frills, nothing. You just get on the plane and you go. And I'm sitting there, and I was like back in seat, you know, 17C or something. I'm sitting there, and everything seems fine. And the thing I had heard about this with JetBlue, but I didn't witness it. They have TVs. They have TVs. I've never seen this on an airplane before. Right in front of you, there's a little TV. And I always assumed, I had heard about it, I thought, well, maybe it's just taped TV shows. No, it's real-time television. I mean, I was flying out and I was watching the news. The time was right on CNN, everything. I don't know how they do it. I still don't know how. So we tape the show, run to the airport, jump on the JetBlue flight. I start flying to Seattle. I'm watching TV. And then a couple hours into the flight, I notice that everybody is looking at me. And everybody's like looking over their seats at me. And they've all got their headsets on and they're all staring at me. And I'm like, why are people staring at me? And then I look at the TV set next to me for the woman who's watching, and my show has come on. Because we tape a little early. We tape about 40 minutes earlier than it's actually airing. Or a little earlier than that. I don't know what their problem is, but it comes on TV. My show comes on TV, and I notice people wearing the headsets, and they're looking at me. And after every joke, like I'm not watching myself on TV. I'm not that crazy. I notice I see other people, so I can't hear it. I just see me doing my shtick, and I tell a joke, and after every joke, people would turn to me and go, yeah. And then, you know, I tell another joke, and they'd be like, yeah. And then I told another joke, and everyone on the plane was like... And then I got really self-conscious. So I start watching them, and I start watching for whenever, and when they weren't laughing for a while, I'd be like, tap, tap, tap. You know, it's harder than it looks. You want some of my apple? It was the strangest experience I've ever had to do that. Tape a show. The technology is incredible, but maybe by mentioning JetBlue, I'll get a free flight. Or a pack of gum, whichever's right. I have a private jet. No one buys that I could have a private jet. I don't. If I did, I'd paint my face on the back. I'm like a child. If I was Batman, this is what I'd do. I fly JetBlue. It's better. I like it.